What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TJay. I'm Dreadhead Productions Commander-in-Chief at ease, giving you all another edition of TJ's Rant of the Night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back at it again, and I'm here to give you all what you need. My opinion. But thank you all for checking out this video. Thank you all very much. Without further ado, let's get into it. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you all about something that happened in Dallas, Texas. Yes, I'm going to talk to you all about the young man by the name of Micah Xavier Johnson. Micah Xavier Johnson, a 25-year-old young man from a town called Mesquite, Texas. Mesquite. This man rose downtown after a Black Lives Matter protest, opened fire, shot 12 police officers, and killed 5 of them. Okay? And this man has been on the news all week long since then. Okay, this transpired a couple days ago prior to me doing this video. And I just want to say this. First off, I just want to say for all those that talking that said that what he did was right, look, man, you need to check yourself, all right? Because look, nothing has ever been solved with violence, okay? All that vigilante justice, man, it's just making things worse, okay? This young man took it upon himself to go downtown and shoot 12 officers that had absolutely nothing to do with what happened in Baton Rouge. Didn't have nothing to do in Minnesota, okay? This didn't have nothing to do with absolutely nothing that happened in Cleveland, Ohio, Staten Island, anywhere up in there, New York. When we're talking about stuff like that, they didn't have anything to do with this. Okay, and anybody that lose their lives, man, it's a sad situation, okay? But I do want to say this to defend one thing, okay? When this man first did this, the media were trying to call this man Micah X, okay? I don't know what they were doing with that. I don't know if they were trying to imply that he had some kind of ties to the Nation of Islam. I think a lot of people kind of seen what the media was doing and they spoke up. And they start using the man's name, okay? Of course the man's name is going to be Micah X if his middle name is Xavier, all right? So that's the media playing in on words to try to imply things. And then another thing, okay? You go on his Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure if he on Facebook, man, they probably got plenty of pictures that you could have used. But you're going to use the picture of him holding his fists up in Black Pride with a dashiki on, okay? Then you're going to go find some pictures of him in the military, okay? That is how the media pushes their agenda. I ain't down with that, all right? I want you to call the news, all right? Call it down the middle. Don't try to sway my mind. Put the facts on the table and let me make my decision, all right? What he did was wrong, all right? But we don't need the media to be pushing no agenda, all right? I just wanted to say that. But now back to this situation. The man shot 12 officers and killed 5 of them, okay? This man did the wrong thing, all right? All this murdering and all this stuff like this, man, it got to stop, all right? All the stuff that's going on with our judicial system, how flawed it is, needs to stop, all right? The only message that the judicial system is sending is that these police officers can bash our heads in, they can leave us somewhere half dead, or even worse, they can shoot us and kill us and they can get off. And nothing is going to happen to them. And all we got to do is just ship out a couple $1 million to buy off the family and put a gag order on them. So we don't have to talk about this situation anymore. And I'm sick and I'm tired of having to deal with these situations like this. Just because y'all don't want to look bad, y'all don't want a black eye because y'all want the police to be trusted. But how can we trust the police as people dealing with situations like this? We're supposed to live in a society when you do bad things, you go to jail, okay? It shouldn't be if you have money and you do bad things, you don't go to jail. It shouldn't be if you are an elected official and you do bad things, you don't go to jail. If you do bad, you go to jail, okay? If I do bad, I'm going to jail. That's the way it's supposed to be, all right? These officers that were murdered by this young man, rest in peace to them, okay? All you people that's talking about they got what they deserve, man, look, y'all some sick individuals, man, if you feel that way, all right? What if that was your brother, okay? What if that was your son? That was the police officer. Would you feel that way today? knowing that they had absolutely nothing to do with the events that transpired. That was just absolutely pathetic. And I've been seeing stuff on my timeline, and I've seen stuff on Twitter talking about these guys got what they deserve. How can you sleep at night thinking like that? Thinking that these guys got what they deserve. Y'all can think whatever y'all want to think about TJ, but I'm going to say rest in peace to those officers that lost their lives. I'm going to say rest in peace to every individual that has been involved in these situations that transpired. But something needs to give, man, because it's only going to get worse before it gets better. So some of these officials and stuff like this, they need to step up. We glow.